Dominic Mysterio will
Mm.
be the face of the company and not Braun Breaker.
Can you expound on that?
When you look at his character work, when you look at how he has the crowd in the palm of his hands, when you look at how WWE bought a whole nother company and immediately put the main title on him, they see the future in him. Right? And I think also the ability to I think we can all agree that Eddie Guerrero is one of the most beloved wrestlers and characters
For sure.
of all time.
For sure.
Facts.
So when you think about the work that Dom is doing and really carrying the legacy of that Eddie character and it going over as well as it is, he got it. He got it. Me personally, I don't care about another Steiner. Sorry. But like when you're a heel and people love you, when you were, or like at one point wouldn't even let him be able to talk, like Booze was crazy, right? And then that turned it into like people like loving him, and down to him winning that IC title at Mania. That was probably one of the biggest pops of the weekend. Like people love Dom, people want to see Dom. He's the future face of the company.
I respect that. But do you respect the fact that Braun Breaker is hitting the ropes at the speed of light?
Sure, he's athletic, but not that don't mean nothing. That don't mean face of the company.
He's not just athletic though. He's different. Is Dom different?
Dom is definitely different, bro.
Dom is different.
Saying he's not different is crazy.
Dom is garnering heat that people who've been in the business for years upon end can't even get, bro. And he is only 28 years old. What he's doing right now is crazy. And bro,
it's real
high
heat
praise.
Though?
It is real heat.
It is, bro.
I just said they didn't let that man talk when he was first joining Judgment Day. And he would try to talk. Those boos, by the way, was not piped in noise. It was real. I experienced it. I participated in it. Those boos was crazy. Like I had to cover my ears because it was so loud.
Bro, and then there's not been one person who's worked with Dom and hasn't given him high praise. Everyone that works with Dom has given him high praise. This has come from legends in the business.
What was that Randy Orton just said?
Randy Orton, one of the greatest heels of all time.
Oh my God.
No, let me read a direct quote from one of the greatest heels of all time. This is Randy Orton on Dominic Mysterio. Oh my God, that kid has got a hell of a future in store. We haven't even seen anything from him yet, and he's already done so much. The reaction he gets from people, I've been able to work with him on live events recently, and the kid is good. He's got the future by the balls.
What?
The cojones.
First off, Viper flag. 2, man, can I just say this? I feel like we will point it out with anybody else. I think he does have a lot of momentum, and that's great. I think he has a lot of charisma too. But I also think when we talk about him getting heat that nobody in the business has gotten in a while, I think Dom is also very fortunate. You turned on one of the most beloved baby faces that happened to be your dad. I think that's a very fortunate position to be in.
Excuse me?
Is it not?
Do you know who he turned on first?
Bro.
Huh?
We got to mention that part.
He turned on them at the same time, Mike.
Yeah,
please.
nobody cares.
It was the same time.
Nobody cares. If he only turned on Edge, he wouldn't get this type of heat. This is now granted. I'm not mad at him for having that moment, and I'm not mad at him for capitalizing off of it. But there's a big difference between that and then you being in the main event scene, having to deal with what everybody else has to deal with. You actually have to build stories from the ground up. I think that is a novelty moment. I think the momentum in itself is a novelty. It's cool for right now, but is it gonna last that long?
No, I would like to point out that his stock really started rising once he did the he fake went to jail, right?
Yeah.
So once he did that and started acting like he was a criminal, that's when stuff really start, rising for him, and then continuing the legacy of Eddie.
I think we're being a little disingenuous. He was getting
I,
booed out the building before that. He couldn't talk before that.
Yeah, but that's really when his stocks start rising because he was acting like he was in prison for longer than what he actually was.
That's when I
That's when
think
people start acting like, oh, this dude is a poser. Like
I think he
that's
started
that's
putting
that's
yeah,
when that started happening.
I think he started putting in real work. I don't think anybody actually believed him as a professional wrestler in general. Like they didn't believe him as somebody that could be opposing in general. Like I feel like people felt that way when he was a babyface too. But like a majority of his boos, it really does stem from the fact of you knocked over your son. I mean, you knocked over your dad. My fault. You not like that. That's a lot of it. That really is the bulk of it. Is that you're beefing
No.
with your
A lot of
blood
it. A lot of it too. I
and
mean,
your
he's done
blood.
a lot
Your
of
blood.
he's done
Your
a lot of things recently too that's garnered some boos, like him turning on Rhea. That a lot of those boos come from that too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think once again, a very fortunate position to be in. Granted though, I do think their partnership was mutually beneficial.
I agree with
Yes,
that
but
too. But
also
like
go ahead,
Dom
Ryan.
is, yeah, I was just gonna say Dom is in my lifetime the only time I've ever seen a heel turn heel. Like, and it worked. Like it
That
was
ass.
like
yeah, no, that's
like
true.
Are you
he
come on. Come on.
bro, like he's transcending shit.
Now
Like
we're now
it's
we're
crazy.
now we're glazing. We're
Like
I'm
glazing.
not.
it's not glazing, bro. He legit had a heel
He's
turn
not the first
that
heel to
made him
turn
even more
heel.
heel. No, he in recent memory, he's the first person to do it, and it was legit, like just as good as his first heel turn. Like it was like that good, bro. And he's just, bro. The legends, like I
Yeah.
know we mentioned Randy, but Randy's not even the only one that's praised him. He's gotten praise from John Cena too.
I just
John
think
Cena legit said
I'm
he's
listen.
going to be a future WWE champion. He's going to be a legend in this business if he's not already.
Dom Mysterio creates magic with anybody he's paired up with.
No, I'm
Facts.
gonna let y'all.
He
I'm,
hasn't missed.
I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all get the last word on this. I'm just saying. I'm happy that creative is doing their job, but I know when creative is doing their job, and the scenario is special, and not the performer themselves. I think there's a
This
difference.
and the difference here is the performer is special.
Yeah, I think the
I
performer here is
disagree.
special. The
I disagree.
mannerisms, the charisma, the look. He just looks cool, and sometime in this, especially in this day and age, that's all you need for
And,
real.
and,
Especially if
and,
you got the talent to go
and
with
I
it.
well, let me ask you this: which was more entertaining? And we're talking about an entertainment standpoint because this is what wrestling is: it's entertainment. Who was better, Braun Breaker when he was in front of Roman Reigns, or Dom when he was in front of John Cena?
Dom.
Definitely don't.
Um.
That's a great point.
Once again, that goes back to my point. The scenario is much different. Very different.
There's two up and
But
coming guys against coming like facing off against goats.
no. This was Cena in his hometown on his farewell tour.
And
His
he still
last
stepped up
day.
to the plate. That's even more intimidating.
No,
Yeah,
no, I understand the intimidation, but it's also a layup. That is easy as hell. That is not like
It's not though. It's not
people.
though.
And that's Roman,
Anybody
and we talking
there's
about
so
Roman in
many
his
people
prime.
and so many people would
That's not a
crumble in
layup.
that situation.
That's not layup. It's different. It's different when Braun Breaker is stepping in front of Roman because we saw Bronson Reed step in front of him and didn't really get any value from it other than the t-shirt and you got to wear his shoes and get a couple seconds of fame. Braun Breaker in front of Roman, people actually see him as an equal. That takes a lot more. I remember when
Equal.
Dominic Mysterio
Who?
Braun
was in
Breaker
front of
is his
hold on,
equal.
let me finish. Dominic Mysterio was in front of Roman in the same Rumble. Nobody took him serious. It looked like Roman had to be arrested because he was beating up on an adolescent. That's what it looked like.
They didn't
Nobody
give
took
bro.
that serious.
They
When
didn't
Braun,
even give bro a stare down, bro.
yeah,
Come on now. That's
When Braun
disingenuous.
Breaker got that spear, on Roman, bruh, everybody already knew, bruh. Like
That's
these are the two that's gonna go at it. Let's not play pretend just for the sake of arguing.
nah.
People
That's
know
disingenuous though. He didn't get a stare
if
down.
this is the guy to step in front of Roman. This is
Okay,
big dog versus new dog.
that's in ring. That's athletic.
That's a part of it.
athletic ability. But when he is on that mic, I don't care. I don't care. He's not good. His character don't do nothing for me for
Mhm.
real. Sorry.
And I respect
I
that.
need to be entertained.
I respect that. I respect that. But for a lot of people, when it's actually Clash of the Titans, that is very entertaining. That is going to sell tickets. If you
Not
say
always.
it's not, you're being disingenuous.
Not always, no.
What do you mean not always?
Braun Strowman was essentially supposed to be a Titan.
That's
Please.
once again
Please.
Braun Strowman is not
Please.
Braun Strowman is
Bronson
not
Reed's supposed to
comparable.
be a Titan.
Braun Strowman is not comparable. Bronson
Bron,
Reed is not comparable.
No,
no,
They
because
do
they
not.
put that title
No,
on Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman
they
is a freak of nature,
they
bro.
do
Like
not have. They don't have that it factor though. They are monsters, and that monsters they don't necessarily do that type of Clash of the Titans. That's not really the only monster that truly sold at that level was Andre the Giant. The rest of them, they've all been a cheap imitation ever since. When I'm talking about Clash of the Titans, I'm talking about Rock versus Cena. I'm talking about Rock versus Austin. I'm talking about Roman versus like when you stand in front of each other and we're like, okay, this is a heavyweight bout that can go either way, and we know it's going to be insanely explosive. Braun Strowman was dope, but he didn't have the it factor Braun Breaker does. It's not the same.
I don't see the full it factor with Braun Breaker. Sorry.
Braun Breaker is just visually like he looks like he is the guy. He has it visually, but I don't see it in his performance
You
either.
don't you when he hits
He looks like the enforcer. He don't look like the guy when he on that mic.
when he hits the ropes, you don't see the guy.
I see the enforcer.
it's
I
gonna
don't.
take more than that.
It's
To be
not
honest,
clicking for me because his character is not clicking for me. I need more than athletic ability.
I understand that for 99.9% of people, but I mean Braun Breaker, he is that 0.1%.
He's not.
my thing is
Okay,
though,
okay.
like finesse said earlier, bro. This is television. It's entertainment. Unless I'm tuning into the show to watch him run the ropes for 3 hours, it's not really gonna change my mind. Like he has to get that microphone in his hand. He's gonna have to tell compelling stories. And so far, he's been walking behind Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. And when he does get the mic, he doesn't really do nothing crazy. So yes, he's athletic. He's an athletic freak,
And
but it
don't
doesn't really.
forget, don't forget, Mike. He walking behind Logan Paul now too.
Andrew McIntyre, like shit,
This
like
is I think y'all are insane. Like I understand how y'all feel, and that is how y'all feel, but y'all are downplaying his star power, bro. They are with him. The dogs are
He
barking. They're barking.
no, I'm
he
not
definitely
denying.
has star power, but like I said, I feel like it's gonna fizzle if like he don't get a hold of his promos. It's gonna fizzle out eventually.